stand by for manual transmission in 3, 2, 1.
Greetings, mercenaries, mech warriors, and the merely curious. Manus Dextra here with a quick video where we are gonna try to hit a couple of VTOLs with the same short-range missile salvo. First off, this happened at the end of a recent live stream. And this isn't just bad, it's cartoonishly bad. Hint, hint. I mean, there's nothing left but the legs and the head. Now, I had a strong suspicion as to what did this, but this is my first time playing with yet another Mech Lab and associated mods. So when I had some free time, I reloaded the drop and went back to confirm my theory. So we'll get back to what I found in a minute, but first I want to share a little preview of a big stompy robot content coming in the new year. Now, if you don't care about any of that, feel free to skip ahead to find out what cored my Atlas. For the rest of you, stick around because I think you're gonna like this. Powerful and ruthless, they came in the mail, attacking every sector at once. But they made one big mistake. They attacked my card table. Now, in the spirit of the Star League, ancient enemies have reunited, and we're gonna take back our tabletops. And while we're here, we might as well go over these two boxed sets, and I'll share my impressions. First, what they are and aren't. And well, they aren't exactly starter sets. If you're tabletop curious, Catalyst Game Labs offers a free-to-download quick start guide for original recipe BattleTech and extra quickie BattleTech Alpha Strike. Just add a printer, dice, your own tabletop, and a few brain cells to play by either set of rules. Check the description for links. So after you've played a few games and want more, and you will want more, I strongly recommend either of these boxed sets as a next step. I also have Amazon affiliate links to each in the description if you don't have a local game shop to support. Shopping via those links won't cost you anything, but it will help the channel just a bit. Now, let's talk about what you get in each set, starting with BattleTech, a game of armored combat. This set is geared towards original BattleTech rules. With a fairly extensive rulebook included, you'll still have a lot to learn before you'll need to buy another one. Now, I hesitate to mention this because it isn't advertised and it's probably subject to change, but my set came with a $20 credit for Catalyst's online store. I used mine to buy a Commander's edition of the Alpha Strike rulebook. As for the rest of the box, you'll get 2 full lances of Inner Sphere mechs as follows: 2 light mechs, a Commando and a Locust, 2 medium mechs, a Shadowhawk and a Wolverine, 2 heavy mechs, a Catapult and a Thunderbolt, and 2 assault mechs, an Awesome and a Battlemaster. So you also get 2 reversible 18 by 22 inch hex grid maps. You get a book of record sheets and a deck of Alpha Strike cards for the miniatures listed above. You get a quick reference card for original BattleTech rules. You also get heavy cardboard punchouts with different terrain elements, as well as 2 additional lances of battle mechs. And as icing on the big old battle mech cake, you get a great story about Colby's Commandos written by William H. Keith, set in 2990. And for those who may smell a reference, yes, this is a prequel to Decision at Thunder Rift. Overall, I think this is a great set and a good value. you can expect to pay between $45 and $60 US, but remember, you will need to download and or purchase an additional rule book for Alpha Strike if you want to play by that set of rules. Which brings us to the BattleTech Alpha Strike box, and it's geared towards, yep, you guessed it, Alpha Strike. But as with the other set, the miniatures and most of the materials included can be used with either set of rules. So this set includes what I'm going to call an extended basic set of rules for Alpha Strike, along with unit, pilot, and support cards needed to play that game. However, it does not contain any rules or record sheets for original BattleTech. This set also omits any hex grid maps at all, since Alpha Strike can be played on or off the grid, so to speak. So what it does include is an extensive collection of cardboard buildings, trees, etc. that can be used to convert any tabletop into a battle map. This set also includes a quick reference card for Alpha Strike rules, another short story, 2 lances of Inner Sphere mechs, and 1 star of clan mechs for a total of 13 plastic miniatures. The clan mechs included are the Timberwolf, the Warhawk, Nova, a Pouncer, and a Fire Moth. And batting for the Inner Sphere, we have a Locust and a Wasp for light mechs, a Phoenix Hawk, a Blackjack, and a Wraith for medium mechs. And in the heavy class, we have a Warhammer and an Archer. And rounding things out, we get a single assault class mech, the Atlas. Overall, I think I like this selection of mechs better than what's included in the other box, and my only real complaint about this set at all is the lack of any hex maps. You can expect to pay between $55 and $80 for this set. And with the inclusion of clan mechs and a better selection of mechs overall, I'd say this is the better set, especially if you're into Alpha Strike and or playing during the Clan Invasion era and beyond. Stay tuned for some in-depth tabletop how-tos in the weeks to come. But now, let's get back to what annihilated my poor Atlas. So, here we are. This drop was a 400-ton assassination mission with 2 targets, both Atlases. When I did the drop over again, I confirmed that there was a rifleman with not 1, but 2 thumper cannons just hammering our lance from the backfield. But it gets even worse than that, because one of the Atlases was armed with a long tom cannon as well. Both of those weapon systems are basically just mech-mounted artillery pieces, and when you have 3 of those beasties focus firing on a single point, well, even a 100-ton assault mech won't last long against that. Luckily, this time we managed to take all the really bad guys out before they could wreck us again. And since I'm already here and I've done this drop like 3 times now, I think we'll just keep this save and continue on from here, with a mystery solved and all of our Atlases intact, for the moment anyway. So, with a special thank you to executive producers and channel members, until next time.
Now be released from manual control. Mr. Dextra thanks you for your cooperation. You will now be released from manual control. Mr. Dextra thanks you for your cooperation.
Symbiki Dark, my ass.